And now it's time for Mr. Johnson's explainer video. Alright, my name is Kyle Johnson, and this is going to be my explainer video over my rules and procedures in my class and how to build a community in my classroom. The first thing we do is we walk into Mr. Johnson's JAG class, which is Jobs for America's Graduates class that I teach. The kids will walk in, they will look at the board, I have a smart board, and it has the topic of today's bell ringer that has to do with today's lesson. Then the kids will go to their selection that they have. They'll have a little slot for their journals. They'll grab their journals, they'll have a seat, they'll do their bell ringer, and then they will get up and put that up. The key to this is that we go over this the first day of school over and over again. We hammer it home to where the kids know that this is what they're supposed to do each and every day. First 5 minutes of class, you do nothing but this. There's no talking. The only talking that might take place is if each kid talks about their own experience, from what was your favorite moment of the summer or something just like that, general, the first day of school. This usually helps build community in the fact that they will talk about this and that they will help each other to talk about and think about different answers or replies they put down for their journal topic. This is something I've done over the last 2 years. It works really well. The biggest thing I have is when they put their journals up, a lot of kids just want to sling them over there to where they go, and they don't put them up exactly where they go, so it looks kind of trashy and not neat. Another way I think to help build community is, I'm going to implement next year that I haven't done this year, is that it is required that you put it up neatly and stack it properly. Because if you're not respecting your home, you're not respecting anything else. So I think in order to build a successful community in my classroom, I need to have them to keep that classroom clean and neat and tidy, and that is going to stack your journal where it's supposed to. The next thing we're going to talk about is probably the most important rule to me is cursing in my classroom. It is the number one rule that I have, that especially the school has, that tends to be the hardest one for the students. We have a breakdown that we kind of went over the year, that we have 3 different levels or 4 choices for the kids to make. They can choose, if they get caught cursing, they can choose to write 10 sentences. I will not curse in Mr. Johnson's class. They can do 10 jumping jacks, kind of a form of embarrassment in front of their classmates, or they can get written up. They have a choice of the 2 lighter ones because not all kids feel comfortable about doing that. We try to do this to keep control in a room and to keep kids from being written up. Not everything has to go to the principal, and it should be able to be solved in my classroom. It works out really well. Students build community as in they report on each other. They're not afraid to be like, hey, you cannot be talking like that in Mr. Johnson's class. We respect him enough and respect ourselves. We don't want to hear that language. It worked out really well. We implemented it the last part of 3rd quarter and all 4th quarter, and it was like gangbusters. So this year, this coming fall, we will be implementing that in our procedures and rules the first day of school, hitting it hard and heavy. Trying to get these kids to know that in a professional setting, you don't need to be cursing and taking the Lord's name in vain and other things like that. And the way we use, and all of this is surrounded by technology. With my Chromebooks and our smart board, sometimes I'll put a timer up for the kids that they have so much time, and I'll use like a Jeopardy theme, that kind of thing, so they know how much time they have. Our technology, they have to take care of that as well. They have to take care of that just like their journals. Put them back where they go. Put our Chromebooks back where they go, and not just carrying them by the top of the thing. These are some steps and procedures and rules that I feel are my most important and my most legitimate things that I can take care of every day. And I hope by next year they will do a very good job, and it will be just like clockwork in Mr. Johnson's JAG class. Thank you.